Hello everybody, how's it going? As you can see, this is not Team Fortress 2. This is a game called Smite, and it's for the PC. It's a MOBA, multi-online battle something? Action? Something? Uh, but it's a very team-based game, and I would like to talk about it. But before I talk about it, I would like to talk about the reason why you haven't seen a lot of videos. It three weeks of took 3 weeks of Steam support to get my Steam account back because I hadn't forgotten the password, but it was registered to an email that I haven't used in 3 years, and so I couldn't get access to it, and I had to go jump through hoops. I had to make sure I wasn't a robot like 13,000 times, talk to like 4 different people. So that's the way that went, and I finally got my Steam account back. And then you know what? I was gonna do some TF2, but I can't do a TF2 because um, Steam has this Steam Cloud where it'll download things from your Steam Cloud. It'll keep your memory of games fresh. And I had a config folder for Team Fortress 2, and that config folder was full of binds that I was gonna bind, or I had things bound to it. Anyways, that config file is a little messed up in the sense that it's still sitting there and still saying I have these binds, but I don't have the data on my computer. So basically, every time I load the game, it unbinds all my keys, or no, I have to unbind all my keys and rebind them all every single time I want to play, and it won't let me use a custom HUD anymore, which is pretty crappy. So I'm gonna try to find ways to handle that so I can have my TF2 back. But right now let's talk about Smite because that is what I'm using as a geez, I can't talk today. I'm using as an alternative to Team Fortress 2. So this is Smite. It's a game about pushing lanes and killing dudes. So basically the end goal is to kill the Minotaur, but the Minotaur is blocked by 2 towers and 1 Phoenix that will come back to life, and also enemy gods who will, of course, try to kill your Minotaur. So basically, my number one priority in this game is to stay alive. If you're dead, you can't help anyone, and you help them feed, which will give them experience and gold. So it's a very, for me, I used to be really bad at this game. Testimony to anyone who's watched me on Star's stream. And that's because I was playing it like a brawler. I was like, oh my god, this is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. It was just on the computer. So I was dying a lot. Just like almost there, I got a little too aggressive, but it paid off. So I can't complain. I'm almost dead, but I can't complain. It's nice. So this game's all about leveling up, pushing, buying items, making right choices, not buying stupid items like I have done before. And this is, oh, see, unexpected things like that happen. He used his ult just before I was going to use my ult, so he blocked me from doing anything. That wasn't a sure double kill if he would have ulted half a second later. Half a second. I ulted right into his wall. Not very nice of him. But he didn't know, like, we don't have communication. So I've been playing a lot of Guan Yu, who is a tank, so my job is to initiate battles. I get in there, I take the damage, and I can do some damage. And the reason I like Guan Yu is because he's he plays very supportive. He's got a lot of utility. My attack, the one I'm using right now, will bring down their defense, and my other one will slow them. And then his ult will be able to do a lot of damage and stun them if you hit all 3 hits. So before I was playing a lot of characters that could die easily, and it just wasn't working for me because I was dying a whole bunch. And like I said before, that's never good. But as you can see, this Arachne is going to have a hard time killing me because I basically took no damage from her attacks. So I've been refining my play, learning some things. Before, I wasn't reading any guides, but I've kind of dabbled at looking at guides. I don't really like to follow guides because I feel it takes away from the creativity of building my own character or learning how to play it for myself. So that is what I was doing before, but now I'm still building the way I want to build. Like, there's definitely a guide for Guan Yu, and I read it, and I was like, oh yeah, that could work. Except that I just don't like the way that style plays. That style plays full tank, so just take damage, and that's not what I'm about. I'm about dealing damage at the same time. So I'm not going to say I'm good, At the end of the game, I believe I get like 7 kills and like 13 assists or something, and no deaths, and I'm very proud of that. It was one of my better games I've had in the last 2 weeks. I've been playing this game for about a month and a half, I think. So if anyone wants to play Smite or get a hold of a copy, I believe if you like them on Facebook, that is the easiest way to attain a copy. I think another way is to have someone give you a beta key. So I'm sure I could do that, but I'm just saying it's easier to go on the Facebook page and get it. I mean, almost everyone has Facebook except that one person who's watching this video who's, you know, a little weird and doesn't have a Facebook. You know who I'm talking about. So here I get out of a sticky situation, and that is something I am not good at. Usually I just die, but I have some escapability with Guan Yu. I get out of there, I get into the arms of my trusted companions, and I live. And I even turn around to go see if I can help out, and I almost die again, but this time I get a kill out of it, so I'm a little more happy. I've been refining my play. I think I've said that. I'm going in circles. It's been a while since I've done a commentary, and I apologize. There's a lot of excuses I've had, a lot of things I've been like, oh, well, you know, I just got back from camp, and then, you know, trying to get a new mic, and how things go, and then my computer totally kills itself, and I have to reset everything. Yeah, getting away with like 20 health there is too close. But, yeah, so I've been failing a lot, and I have to apologize. I'm sorry. I meant to make this channel so I can get in there and do this because I enjoy doing it, and I haven't been doing it. So here I am back. I would be back with Team Fortress 2. But yeah, like I said, not working well for me. Or I would try to do another Let's Play, but I'm getting like 9 views per video. And so I'll just stay with simple things. Like, I know some people just do Let's Plays. I was thinking of doing more than just Let's Plays, some Team Fortress 2, but I have to figure that out. So how's it going? It's definitely been a while. I'm definitely a little more awkward to this than I was used to. Also, I've been having problems again with my mic. The mic is working awesome, but since I lost all the data on my computer, I've been trying to set things up again, and somehow my mic will only pick the thing I'm using to record will only pick up what comes out of my mic, like the actual mic part of my headset. So if I want to record sound on the computer, it just don't work for me. It just doesn't like me. So if you hear key clicks in the background, that's because I thought I had it working, and in fact it was just picking up off the sound off my mic. So here's the end score. I went 7-0 with 9 assists, so not as good as I thought I did, but I still did very well, and someone on the team was crying, so I told him to stop crying. Yes, I am such a prick, and I apologize. That is what happens when I win. I get arrogant, and I just need to be hit in the face sometimes, I think, but it was good to do this. I feel glad. There's a weight lifted off my chest for having done this, even though it's not even uploaded. And I mean, I could delete this right now and no one would ever see it. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. That is so what I'm gonna do.
Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me now. 'Cause I'm having a good time. Don't stop me now. Yes, I'm having a good time.